Broncos are sights and sounds throughout this city, but for the next few hours, all eyes are glued to Allegiant Stadium here in Las Vegas. Today we've got a matchup here in pivotal Week 7, as it'll be the Denver Broncos taking on the Las Vegas Raiders. Stadium. He takes this near the 25, just a little pass there, call it the 26.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Throwing to start the drive. Conley. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another first and 10.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Back to throw. Conley. Open man, it's Palmer. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that'll bring up second down.
7-yard pickup. Brings up second and 3. At their 49-yard line.
They'll run. Here's Devon Achane. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. So on the other side of the field now, it's first and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Looking to throw. Conley. Going right side here, and that's complete. Calling a gain of 40 on the play. And it's second down.
Brings up second and 7. At the Raiders' 43-yard line.
Back to throw. Conley. They set up the screen. Achane has it. There he goes, left side. And all the way home for the Broncos score. Devon Achane with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Broncos are on the board first here in Vegas. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. The Broncos kickoff unit out there to kick this one away. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21.
First and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
It's your birthday. We gon' party like it's your birthday. We gon' sip like it's your birthday. And you know we don't give it's like your birthday. You'll find me in the club.
Looking to put a drive together.
Let's go.
They'll run for the first time with Ashton Jeanty. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. A nice little gain. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
Here's Penix. That incomplete to Trey Tucker. 4 yards the pickup, first down. The Raiders at 5-1 here in this early part of the season. They come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
On first down, it's Jeanty. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That one good for 13 and a Raider first down.
That's another Las Vegas first down. First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
They run. It's Tucker. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. This the second meeting of these two teams. You might recall they met back in week 5. And it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. And looking to throw, Penix. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete. When you look at this Bronco defense, currently number 1 in the NFL against the run.
Now if they can just get their pass defense in line, this unit would be really, really strong. And remember the conversation with the defensive coordinator? He wants them to rush the passer better. He wants to see the quarterback on the ground. They've got to create some sacks. And
he said it starts early and often. We'll see if they can get to him. To the air, Penix. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 31-yard line. Give them 22 there on the third down conversion.
I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere. And they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well. And that's what they just did on that play.
Now Penix. Short throw caught by Bowers. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as you just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver when he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. There's a first and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Let's go.
To throw again is Penix. They'll try and set up the screen to Genty. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense, got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
Only a yard of the completion. It's second and goal. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
From the 2 now, second and goal. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? Jumping all the way from the outside, maybe getting a little early start in the corner blitz.
And the only time it makes sense to get that penalty is exactly as you described. Otherwise, he should never get that penalty.
The ball down at the 1 as they come up after the penalty on another second and goal. Genty. No signal, and now they say he did not get in. He is stonewalled at the 1. They hold him again, and now all of a sudden it's third and goal at the 1. Second quarter from Vegas. The homestanding Raiders with a football here, as they'll see what they can do on third and goal.
Big Lion. Come on. Set. Cowboy 80. Trap 60.
And they'll run again. But he will not get to the goal line. In fact, he won't get to the line of scrimmage as they push him back to the 2. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4.
One word comes to mind to me after that last play, and that's alert. That defense took a chance guessing the snap count, and they were so right. Got a great push up front, and that forces fourth and goal.
On the bootleg, it's Penix. And he's brought down. Can't do anything It's a sack and a turnover on downs. He couldn't get the ball away on 4th and goal. And the Bronco defense comes up big. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Coming off every player's friend, the open week from last weekend.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. Even if you're coming off of a loss as they did, the open week is exactly what you need after you kind of get over it a little bit, right? Rest up the mind, rest up the body, get yourself ready to go. And they have to be eager to play again, especially since they lost the last time out.
And this one is incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And he comes back with one complete. Now he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. Now 2nd and 3.
A 7-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and
Looking to throw. Conley. That is incomplete.
And that's where you're counting on the receiver's size being an advantage. They were hoping he could go to the top of a smaller DB and haul that one in. A good thought, but that time it didn't work out.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. He's got his target. That's complete. And out of bounds right around the 20. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a 1st down. Back to throw. Conley. There's a fumble. And the Raiders pick it up.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach this and walk out of it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. Now, they entered play on a 2-game win streak, and then they've got the open date on their schedule next week. So this is a group that's really looking to hit the break on a high note.
And this will obviously be a tough game for them, but go ahead and play this out with me, partner. If they win here and make it 3 in a row, they get to heal up after that. You got to think that's an ideal setup and a worthy goal to put forward in this one.
47 yards rushing for him now. He's carried the ball just 5 times.
I can say this from experience, especially from a defensive back's perspective. There's not many things more terrifying than a toss sweep or a pitch play and all that beef out in front of the runner.
Yeah, I had an old coach say 3 words on those plays, toss or pitch. Set the edge. Heard him over and over.
A lot of times they roll the edge, and when they do that, that's why you go for a long way. I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
They'll throw with Penix. That's complete. It's Ashton Jeanty. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 14 yards is the pickup there in a Raider first. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 46. Looking to throw, Penix. And the Broncos get there and take him down. James Pierce in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Looking to throw. Under pressure, they got him again. Joshua Hines-Allen. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half. He continues, Charles, to be under constant pressure. These sacks, they're starting to pile up.
And if they want to have a realistic chance in this one, they've got to change their blocking assignments. They've got to do a better job to keep him upright. If he's going to be on the deck constantly, they've got no chance to win this game.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. It's a 15-yard pickup, but it'll lead to a 4th down.
15 yards.
Here's A.J. Cole now to punt this one away.
A.J. Cole in punt formation for the Raiders.
And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback.
20-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much as you can about the opponent, especially when it's a division matchup. So I'm curious to see how the rest of this one plays out.
Yeah, that's a good point because they're still trying to work things out. They don't know everything about their own team, let alone trying to figure out their opponent. But you've got to do both on the fly, don't you? While the game's being played, figure it out both ways and try and find a way to win.
And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35.
First down.
They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down.
Broncos.
Looking to throw. Conley. Over the middle, complete. That's Palmer. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done.
Yards on the play. That's another Broncos first down.
Now Achane on 1st and 10. And he'll be brought down just outside of the 30. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. A yard all they need, but it's 3rd down. They'll run for it with Achane. And he will have the Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. And he's got his man on the out route. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. So they'll accept that penalty, and that'll, of course, move the football up the field. Now they'll try to take advantage of that offsides call. Here's 1st and 5. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. This one thrown underneath to Achane. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
Throw left side taken in by Palmer. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Two yards still to go. 3rd down now.
Here we go. Here we go. Go.
And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6.
First down.
60 Vikings.
First and
Back to throw. Conley. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. Only a yard on the completion. It's 2nd and goal.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
At the Raiders' 5-yard line.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Raiders pick it up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
We'll give some credit to the defense. They forced the big play, knocked the ball free from him, but it's a cardinal sin by the quarterback. Know where you are on the field, and he just gave up at a minimum 3 points.
Instead of getting down, takes the contact. The turnover ensues. They'll throw now on the final play. That's going to be caught by Pickens. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Just the one touchdown in that first half. 7-0 our score as we get going in quarter number 3. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
On the return, the Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And Charles, some things to like about that first half. Ultimately trailing here, but certainly this deficit is manageable. So curious to see what adjustments they may have made at intermission.
As am I, because I think things bode well for possible comeback, because I thought a lot of the best reps in the first half came through the passing game. They were hitting the open receivers, taking whatever the coverage gave them and making it work well for themselves. Now, they just want to pick up the pace of scoring a little bit. So I expect them to come back, continue to throw the ball effectively.
Here's 2nd and 7.
Here we go, set. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
They'll look to throw. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20.
And that has to be a little bit discouraging, because after all their halftime talk, adjustments and points of emphasis, their first drive ends with an interception. Absolutely aggravating if you're a head coach, because you spent all that time, gone through every situation possible, and it still ends in a turnover.
And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
Panther Street, Panther Street. Come on, come on.
Palmer going to go in motion left.
18 Cardinal.
Looking to throw. Conley. Now they go screen. It's complete. 3 yards is the gain that time. 2nd and goal.
Boy, that one was well read defensively. This is all about diagnosis as a safety and being decisive, because he saw it setting up in front of him, able to knife through there and make the play.
Now they send a man in motion right. And he's got his man in stride. Complete. Touchdown, Broncos. From 3 yards out. And the Broncos go up by 2 touchdowns. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. That's caught inside the 10. And he gets in. But no one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead. The Broncos kickoff unit out there to kick this one away. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. So now, Charles, this drive, maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best of the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 36-yard line.
Penix working out of the gun here. Now he's loose at the 40. Down the right sideline. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Trey Tucker, 63 yards. And the Raiders are able to cut into that deficit. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And they will shave one more off this lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Some hitting going on now. This has been a tight game, and he takes a big shot there on the return. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Pretty important third-quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. 9 yards on the first down. Keeper, and it's 2nd and 1.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
A run straight ahead with H.M. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Conley. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
As soon as he leaped out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
Third quarter from Southern Nevada. Here's a 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Conley. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness is a premium for all of that now.
The Broncos send out their punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. That'll go as a 39-yard punt, giving 9 on the return. And the Raiders will take over now, 1st and 10.
33-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They're both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
A good passing down here. They send 3 receivers to the right of the formation on 2nd down.
19 Tiger, go!
Up the middle, it's Genty. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
A gain of 4 yards. And the Raider 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
He'll look to throw. They'll get this out to Genty. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. Give them 12 yards that time, and a Las Vegas first.
That's another Raiders first down. First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's Penix. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
I certainly like the idea. You're down on their side of the field. Get your big play guy involved. That time, they put one up for him to see if he can pull it down in the end zone. But the coverage was good, and it winds up incomplete.
They'll go play action here with Penix. He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
On third down, Penix from the gun. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And it's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Cole now on to punt, and he sends this one away. And that'll skip out of bounds inside the 20 at the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah. He's got a man, complete. He's to the 15. And all the way home for the Broncos score. Trey Palmer taking it in. And the Broncos are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter.
The kicker on for the point.
He put quite a bit of air underneath that touchdown pass. Of course, we knew that he had the strong arm.
That part was easy. You can see that throughout his college career. But what you want to know about a rookie is when the pressure's on, can you throw with touch? He just did right there. And, boy, it was pretty.
Back now in Las Vegas. Welcome back, everybody. It's Bronco football, and they also have the lead here as we get set for the fourth. The Broncos kickoff unit out there to kick this one away. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. The last series for him, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. First and 10. 64 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Now that's the way you want to start a drive. Talk about a tone setter as well as a playbook opener. Now if you want to take a big shot over the top, you're all positioned to do so.
Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1. They'll go again with Genty. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line.
7-yard gain. And the Raider first down.
Back to throw now on first down. A quick throw, incomplete.
Certainly a play call. They were just trying to make make second down, second and short. I think they thought the cover was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Now it's 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. No going for two. They'll kick the point after. The extra point splits the uprights. And the lead opens up now to 22 points.
Raiders 7.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10. At their own 24-yard
The Las Vegas
line.
offense ready to start this next drive. Their mini two-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. And they'll get this up to the 34-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Good for a Las Vegas 1st down.
They'll look to throw here. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that's going to be incomplete.
They're the ball in the ball game now, but they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Open man is Tucker. Down the left sideline. And he's got it all the way down to the 12-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 55 yards.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
Penix to the air once more. He'll find Genty out of the backfield. So the completion good for 7 there. And that will bring up 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for the offense.
Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Here's Penix. And he's going to be dropped back at the 15-yard line. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. They'll go for it. Here's Penix. And it's caught. Touchdown. Trey Tucker. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Raiders have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Well, they needed 3 scores to have any chance. There's the first of the 3 as they get into the end zone.
Yeah, Brandon, I think that our guys at Next Gen Stats in charge of the win probability are probably saying your chances still aren't great. But now you still got more than 3 minutes to go. You got to focus on the task at hand, which is going to be getting the football back as quickly as possible.
The Raiders will line up for the 2-point conversion.
That's caught. And he is going to get in there for the 2 points to make this a 12-point game.
Broncos 49, Raiders 15.
team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that one not returnable, not by a long stretch, over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 35-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away.
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Off play action. Conley. And the Raiders have got it. Now the Raiders going to burn their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. The Broncos on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 14. Back to throw. Conley. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he'll go down to the ground at the 39, and obviously that's well short of the first. The Broncos send out their punter now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. On the return is Jones. Nice footwork at the 25. There'll be a 39-yard punt, 4 on the return. And it'll be Raiders football, 1st and 10.
At their own 24-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. Well, still a long way to go, but trending upward. They scored the last time out, you remember. Then their defense forced the punt. Now they try to inch closer, but still ultimately down 2 scores in the final quarter. Fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Now Penix. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
They approached this drive with a lot of confidence after the last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
To the air, Penix. And that will be incomplete.
How about the coverage we just saw break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
They are going for it. Penix. Throw left side, pulled in by Tucker. And he's not able to get away. He is stopped well short of the first down. So now with a 2-minute warning coming up fast, that puts a mammoth dent in their comeback hopes.
I like how you phrased it. It's a dent because there's still opportunity. They've got to get the ball back on defense, obviously twice. But guess what? This thing is not close to being over. They need to go ahead and play it out.
Not over. As you said, 2-score game still. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
No surprise to see him running again here. It's something he's done throughout this season. And that run puts him over 500 yards on the ground for the year. He's got to be thinking to himself, if I'm already at 500, what's to stop me from going for 1,000?
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door.
first and goal at the 9-yard line.
So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. They've got it first and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
They'll run, H.M. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Only a yard on the pickup there. Second and goal.
Not a whole lot there on first and goal, and that's what you're looking for defensively. You'll certainly live with giving up just a yard or two in this situation.
This, in all probability, another run here on second and 8.
Here we go, set. 19 right.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Touchdown, Broncos! A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Broncos look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The Broncos kickoff unit out there to kick this one away. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one, though probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish. Now whistles here, and I believe one of the Raider linemen might have been moving. The full start backs him up 5, first and 15. Now a toss, left side, Genty. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. They get 1 yard back there to make it second and 14.
Brings up second and 14.
Operating from the gun, Penix. And that is going to be incomplete as he let him a bit too much.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. They'll throw with Penix. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
On the bootleg, it's Penix. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Tucker. But they're going to wrap him up as he'll go down well short of a first. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Broncos are going to get the football back in great field position. The win for the Broncos seemingly assured. They go down to a knee. Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And, Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence, and made it happen for a victory.
So for Denver, they pick up win number 4 on the campaign as they emerge victorious here. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to the Windy City to take on the Bears. Meanwhile, for the Raiders, they drop just their second game so far as they fall to 5-2. And they'll get an extra week to think about it as the midseason bye might be coming at just the right time. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.